Hi guys, this month has been absolutely epic. I never thought certain things would happen that have happened this month. It's probably my craziest pickups in years. So come on guys, grab yourself a cup of tea, grab yourself some crumpets and get ready for all of my video game pickups for October 2023. Right, so we start as always with the digital, which is on a piece of paper. Get the digital ones out of the way first. So on the Xbox, I've got the Sega Mega Drive Classic Collection. You know, that was down to like £7, so I had to get it so you can put the disc in. For the PS5, I got the Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown Ultra Special Super Duper Edition. That was down to £6, I think it was. And on the Switch, I ended up getting Sega Ages Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. They were the only two Sega Ages I needed to get, and they were like £1.49 each. But hey, that's enough of that. Let's get going. So, I started this month absolutely just distraught. I did a CEX pickups video. The reason you haven't seen it is because I didn't upload it. I got 12 items, and out of the 12 items, only one was keepable, which is amongst this lot. And I had to take 11 back. And as I was doing the video, you could just see my face as I kept unboxing stuff, getting more disappointed, more annoyed, more disappointed, more annoyed. So at the end, I just stopped filming because it was so stressful, and decided, you know, I want to put all my vouchers together just to have a blast of a good video, get a load of good games off my to get list, and no, it was a disaster, a complete disaster. But the one I kept was for the Sega Master System, and there was 8 on my Master System games, and 8 turned up and I kept 1. The Spider-Man game, this wasn't bad, £10, overall really good condition, side team's a bit wavy, but it's complete with manual. And I'm really happy with that. And believe me, we're going to need space for stuff today. I was on the Facebook groups, and this popped up. For sale, £15 delivered, or £10 delivered. I can't remember. Been really busy this month. And that is the Sega Control Stick. Yes, it's famed for being like the left-handed control stick, so you kind of like have to do that if you're right-handed. Yeah, I couldn't complain. It's all boxed complete. It has all the foam and the innards and so forth, and I didn't have one, and I've been really enjoying my Master System lately. Actually, I'll go back to my Master System because I've been playing with Master System stuff on my Mega Drive Master System player. It's starting to play up a bit, so I need to grab my Master System out. And then I saw on the Facebook groups that a certain item had come out, and I was like, that's really cool, I'll get that on my to get list later on. But I know a friend of mine, Joe, is absolutely mad for like the Sonic the Hedgehog stuff. So I linked her in the sale page, and she was like, yes, I've got to get it, please get it. So I got it for her, it turned up. And well, she actually loved what it looked like. She unfortunately had a really bright light which really distracted her, so she was like, oh Cliff, I can't, you can have this, please take this off me. So I did, and I say massive thank you to Jo, because she gave it to me and I did a video for it on the other channel. Links will be down below, but I don't think I've uploaded it yet. And that is the PDP Sonic the Hedgehog Rounds Wired Controller. It's really cool. I mean, check my unboxing video out when it's up on the other channel. And yeah, I mean, you can see a little Sonic in there. And it's actually quite a good pad as well. It is wired with a crazy long wire, and they did Tails and Knuckles versions as well, but I don't think they're out in the UK yet as of the time of this filming. So yeah, so that was that. So we'll pop that up there, and we're going to get shadows from the light up there. Next up, a friend Mark was having a clearance. He's starting to sort out all his retro stuff for sale. And so he had a few bits I wanted. He had a Sega coin, which I've got here, which I'm not sure if I'm having or not giving back to him. It's a German Sega coin. It's like, I don't know if you can see it, Dan's, Mugies. So it's basically Sega World in Germany, you know, their own coins. So the Game Boy games I got was Terminator 2, which is really good. But a really good game but difficult to play, Aliens vs Predator. So yeah, so big shout out, a big thank you to Mark for that. He's currently going through like all of his stuff, and he's sorting out bits to sell and bits to move on and all that. He's crazy for watches. He has a massive watch collection. Apparently some really good ones are going to be coming my way to sell for him soon. So if you've got me on Facebook, check them out there. Of course, had to get this on release. Sonic Superstars. Not played it. Saw Pete Dawes review of this and he wasn't happy. One thing I didn't like about Sonic Colors that I played was just how long the boss fights were. And apparently the boss fights are similar in this. But hey, I shall give it a go and we shall see. Daughter took this to CEX to sell. They offered her £1, so I bought it off of £2. Falconeer, a game I always wanted to play when it came out, but I sold mine because it came to Game Pass. And so, really happy with that. My buddy Magman Mark Jarrett, was having a sale of some bits. So he put this item up for sale. Normally when he sells his Sega stuff, I never see it. It's always gone straight away because he does ridiculously good prices. However, I was just going to work when he listed this and I saw it within seconds. I was like, mine? I've knocked a Saturn game off the list. I got Riven. So yeah, it's box complete with manual and he did this for £60. Thank you, Mark. Awesome deal. Really chuffed with it. Not really a fan of these games. I do like to give them a go now and again, see if I can get my head round them. But yeah, absolutely chuffed, and we'll be coming back to Mark in a little bit, so pop that there. Next was an eBay purchase. I have been after this pad for absolutely ages. Never come up, when I do come up to buy, they're always like £120. Now, I've been playing a lot of Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter this year. Now, whilst I think the Xbox pad's perfect for Mortal Kombat, the 6 buttons are kind of needed for Street Fighter if you like to play with the classic controls, which I do. And so I saw some previews and reviews for this pad online, and it only had a short release in the UK. So I was just like, yeah, gotta get it. And I managed to pick this up, £24 posted. That is the Xbox One and Windows 10 PowerA Fusion Wired Fight Pad. And it's, yeah, so I'm desperate to give this a go. I haven't given it a go yet, but I will soon. Been working loads, but I will do. And the guy said the only concession is it's missing the brown faceplate. Hence took the pad out, the brown faceplate was directly below the phone. So it was all there, all complete. And I've heard nothing but good things about this pad, which is kind of weird because the PowerA stuff is generally quite pants. And really looking forward to give this a go. Next up, sad moment. So this camera has been our camera since about 2 years into the channel. I purchased this off CEX. And I paid, like, I think it was £40 because they were ridiculously cheap when they did this. So basically that was like 8 years ago. And I was filming a video from my other channel and it had a speck in the lens. And it's just basically unfixable. Basically it got cleaned up and everything, put back together. But all you can hear is it's like a Terminator walking. You can just hear the motors when it's trying to like focus or anything like that, or in and out. So unfortunately the original Crumpets camera has died. But guess what? You're watching this via the exact same camera from CEX. For £80, it was grade C, but it was really good condition. Came with all the leads and a carry case, which is really cool. But yeah, unfortunately, this one, at least I got a battery because the batteries for these cameras are like £50–60, so I can just continue using this camera. So this camera will live on, and yeah. So, but I say that ended up costing me like £20 because when they sent it, they had the wrong cable. It wouldn't charge, and CX just gave me money back. This was back in the days when CX was good before they did their crappy website redesign, which is just awful. So next up, Retro Dunk. So I like to play my Switch upstairs in the front room and also upstairs in the bedroom, but on the tellies. And the only thing is it's like got one dock, which is irritating because I have to unplug it and take it upstairs. But I've had this borrowed off Retro Dunk for ages. And recently, just did a deal, so I bought it off him. So now I have a Nintendo Switch OLED dock with the HDMI cable, which I still haven't opened, that I can set up upstairs and play my Switch upstairs in bed. So looking forward to that. Next up, believe me, it's a long month because it's going to keep going. So I got a message on Facebook from a person that works in CX in Canterbury. He was like, "Hi Cliff, love the channel. Just want to let you know that Xbox pad you like, we've got one here in stock. It's like brand new and it's boxed." So I'm like, ooh, can you pop that by for me? So I did the online thing, paid for it, used my vouchers. Believe me, I had loads of vouchers. And when I picked it up 2 days later and had it, so the guy was there, so I thanked him and it was really cool. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. I know you told me, Stuart, Simon, Steve. I really can't remember. If you're watching this video, comment down below. Thank you very much. But yeah, the Xbox 20th edition controller, wireless. And this is a thing of beauty. This is the only other Xbox pad I've actually wanted, and if you look on eBay now, it's like £150. I got it with £65 of CX vouchers, which of course I probably paid £40 for. Yeah, I've used this. I used one evening. The green grips are really nice, and so now I actually have all the pads I'm after, and I'm severely running out of space. That means I bought 2 Xbox pads this month. I don't know if you can see them, but believe me, I need the space. So next up, this came for sale on a Facebook group. I didn't know what it was. The guy was selling 2 things. He was just like, right, £15 for this and £10 posted for that. So I'm like, £10 posted for that? That seems like a crazy good deal. I need to get me that. This was this Pokemon statue. Yeah, I didn't know what it was. I do like Pokemon. I mean, I haven't played many of the games. My daughter has. She absolutely loves them. But yeah, so I paid £10 posted for this. And I looked on eBay, and they're like £230. I mean, feel free to take a look. It was crazy. But it's really, really cool. You've got the Game Boy, you've got the Game Boy Advance, and then you've got like the Pokédex. Ooh, as he drops it, nearly destroys it. And just a Pokemon, and one of the little Pokemon houses down there. And of course, a video on this will be coming to my other channel soon. So next up, we're going to go back to Magman Mark. So I decided a long time ago, and regular viewers will be aware, that I wanted to get rid of most of the retro gamers that didn't have articles in, and basically he's always looking for stock for his stuff. So I said, Mark, I want to sell my retro gamers. So we spoke for a little while, and we sort of did that really quick, like a trade value. So I sold him all bar about 30 of my retro gamers. I got 30 that I want to read articles on, and I got these 2 items plus some credit. So Mark mustn't get a credit. The first item I got, I'm going to put that down there, was a Sega Sports Dreamcast. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't just plug a UK power lead in it and expect it to work. But, it's got the 56k modem in it instead of our stupid 34k or something ridiculous. But something I've always loved the look at, and I do like the black Dreamcast. And contemplating, because later on next year I'm going to mode a Dreamcast and a Saturn, and I might mode this Dreamcast, and I want to get a Mark 1 Japanese Saturn, so we shall see how it goes. But yeah, really looking forward to it, and a really awesome deal, so thanks for Mark on that. Next up, the other bit I got, I mean, this is ridiculous. The only one of these on eBay is like £130, and he wasn't charging anywhere near this anyway. But I was just like, I like to look at that, I want that. And that is the Strawberry VMU. Again, haven't plugged it in and tried it, but he sent me a picture and he's like, look at the back, it's still got the tab in it. So whether this has been used or not, I don't know. I am totally unaware. So yeah, really chuffed with that, and really happy to have more Dreamcast stuff. Of course, couldn't miss this one up. So when I was over picking this up, it was a day of release of a massive PlayStation 5 game. And someone was trading it in while I was there, and I'm like, well, it wasn't the day of the release, this was the Sunday, and it came out the Friday, and I'm like, well, he's obviously rinsed it and sold it quite quick. So with the vouchers, another £65, yeah, 2 £65 items. Well, Spider-Man 2. I am crazy looking forward to this, and as you can see, it's not in there, it's ready for me to play next. I recently finished Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and wow, that game is amazing. I finished it, I did all the side stuff, did all the collectibles, and when I finished the story, I went back to the hub world and I kept doing bits and bobs just to finish 100% of the story. So there was absolutely nothing left to do, and I saw every single bit of the game and loved it from start to finish. So yeah. Next up, believe me, it continues, and I do need all the space. My man in Japan came through again. So he popped up for sale one item, and I was like, wow, that's on my list, I'll get that. So I got that straight away. And then over because I can get stuff and he'll put it by for a few weeks, see what else comes in, so I can add to the bundle and so forth. And over the coming weeks, he had 2 more items from her to get this in. So let's have a look, see. Now I forgot my knife, but hopefully I can rip this open. Oh, yay! We have found it. Found it. Well, found a way in, I guess. And right. So yes, learn the art of opening things quickly. A lot of people have said to me, Cliff, don't cut when you open stuff, leave the whole thing in. So fair enough. I'll leave it in this time. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Perhaps let's just tear through it. So, haha. So the first one was Shikimi no Shiro on the original OG Xbox. Now, these shooters I absolutely love. They are very, very difficult, And so, is that the manual? Or is that the manual? I assume that's the manual. And that is the... so it's got that, and it's got characters. So it's kind of like artwork. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then there's like, it's the same game, but I think there's like 6 or 7 different versions. But it's just like, it's cool. It's got a really cool like silvery effect to it, with different artwork and so forth. So I will definitely be playing this one because I love these ones. I've got the Shikimi no Shiro on, or Castle of Shishigimi. You know, it's the same game on the, I think it's the PAL PS2, which is really good. And I've been after that for a long time. Next up, this is one that's just in stock. I just had to get because of what it is. It's Giant Graham 2000. So yeah, complete with spine. And if I literally have only just opened them. And I seems to have 2 manuals. That's a technical guide. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so Old Japan Pro Wrestling 3 Giant Graham 2000. So yeah, that's one to get. Let's really happy to get that. Next up is a game I needed for the collection. Oh yeah. Oh, 4 games off of it. I'm looking and I'm thinking, is that a double game? But no, it's not. Next up is King of Fighters 2001 on the Dreamcast. I forgot about this one. I got 4 games off him, not 3. Yeah, cool. Come with spine card. Basically, didn't have reg from this time onwards. And yeah, that completes my Japanese Dreamcast King of Fighters collection. Really happy with that. And the bargain of the month. He put this up and I can't believe anyone didn't jump on it to get it straight away. This is Asuka 120% Limited, which is basically a 2D beat 'em up. Fantastically good game. Plays a bit slow, but always sells for crazy amounts on the internet. But yes, on the internet, on eBay. But as always, Steve, my man in Japan, Steve Bailey, came through to me a fantastic, was doing everyone a fantastic price. I was just there conveniently at the time to jump on it. And yeah, so Steve Bailey will be in the comments down below, and also Man Mark in the comments down below, so you can get your retro goodness. So next up, something very special. Basically, guy on eBay had some games I was after, and I was just like, I need these games, I'm going to get this. What's the best kind of deal you could do for me? Bear in mind he had 2 games I needed. We had a little chat back and forth. We then chatted on Facebook, and he went through his collection. And what happened was just epic. Basically, yeah, let's just shut up. Well, so this is the second parcel. He did me this for a £5. It's the Quantum Fighter pad for the Dreamcast. So that means I've bought 4 pads this month. But that's not important right now. Let's get to the box, shall we? So, yeah. Everyone knows that I was after a complete Dreamcast and Saturn collection. Saturn collection again, but I'm missing quite a few bits from the Saturn collection. But hey, thanks to Mark, there's one bit less. And so the things I wanted to get this for the Dreamcast were this. Number 1 was House of the Dead Gun box set, which is so funny because it's the House of the Dead part is just, I'm not going to rip it, a slip case. So the slip case goes over just a basic gun, and they squeeze the controller and game in there. But yeah, I was really, really happy with this. Let's put that there. Next up, a European exclusive, and it's just kind of like, again, crazy money on eBay. And this was the most expensive item from the bundle, but still not what it goes for. And I was shocked by this. It is the absolute mintiest mint Sega Bass Fishing Collection controller and so forth. See, I don't really know what the deal with this is. I don't think this came out in the UK. I think it's just a Europe thing. Because I remember when it came out in the UK, I had to get the other rod, which I've got in storage. But yeah, I mean, whilst this isn't 100% perfect, it's about 99%. I have never seen a bass fishing set as minty as this. And it's never been taken out of the box. It's got all the paperwork. It's just mintiness. Mintiness, that's a nice name. I mean, look. Do Just check that out. Never been out of the box. And there's one on eBay at the moment for 80 quid, which seems to be like the worst condition thing ever. So I was really, really happy to get it. See, this is one of the things I didn't think I'd ever actually get to finish my Dreamcast collection off. I just thought, it's like when I Suck the Punch from the Mega Drive, it's one of the things that's there for, but I find it in a charity shop, you know. So next up, we have a few games. So game number one, this is a bit irrelevant, I got this just for the back case, it's Resident Evil 2. My back paperwork inlay is really bad condition, so I'm basically just got this for the paper inlay. Did me a great price for it, so ultra happy to pick that up. Next up, well, there's the gun and there's the game. A couple of these have got broken cases in the post, so lucky enough, the guy's awesome enough to send me some replacements. So Cliff, how many is left on your Dreamcast list to get? Well, in total there's 4 games. So this was one of them, and that is the biggest pile of shit on the Dreamcast that's worth such a fortune, Moho. If I didn't do it now, I was never going to do it. But again, great price, really happy to do that. Another one on my list is Evolution 2. So, yeah, I started playing the first one, never got very far. But, wow. And the third one, I told you this one was epic, was Racing Online 2, which is extremely, madly difficult to get hold of these days. When I sold some of my collection up many years back, I got like 30 quid because it was so hard. Now, they're so rare when they come on eBay. There's like been one in the last like year or so. Let's say this was part of his collection. And so, yeah, he was happy to help me complete my collection, sell it to me. So that means, Cliff, you're missing one game for a complete UK PAL Sega Dreamcast collection. Well, kind of. I'm not missing one game. I'm missing one box set. And the one box set I'm missing is the ginormously huge Samba de Amiga box set. Let me just didn't go very far. Get that out of the way. So yeah, I mean the centre bar needed some cleaning. The guy was like, "Yep, used to take it around my mates in my youth, and we used to just play it after going to the pub and all that." And I had a go on this, and I have no coordination. I'm awful. But my youngest daughter came down, and she basically showed how old her dad is. Her coordination after a few goes was absolutely fantastic. And seeing her have so much fun and basically making an idiot out of herself, which is what this was for back in the day, was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant and worthwhile. So yes, so that means I have finally completed my UK PAL Sega Dreamcast games collection. Only missing one item, that is a boxed mouse, which he does have, but he isn't going to sell that. So whether I get one, I'm not too fussed on that. I've got all the games, I've got all the play sets. So I'm really happy. I want to give a massive shout out to the seller. Thank you very much. I mean, I would never have been able to get these if it wasn't for you. You're a superstar. So thank you. And Dreamcast off the list. And did you think I was finished yet? So once a year, me and my daughters take a trip to London, and it's such a nice place to visit. It was, the people in London this time were awful. You know when you see like videos, actual proper videos of New York, and people just bumping the accident into each other and wanting to fight and kill each other, it was kind of like that. So it was a stressful day. But we had a very good time up there. We visited the usual shops. We went to the Trocadero, we went to the Lego shop, which is cool because I've doubled the space upstairs now, so there's a lot more to look at. We went to the M&M store, we went through Chinatown where we got our pork buns from. We had chicken and pork, well, obviously because I say pork buns. We then went up to Tottenham Court Road, went up to Forbidden Planet, which to be honest these days is so pricey, it's crazy. But there really was nothing for me in there. Normally there's some nice cool import Sonic the Hedgehog stuff, but there was nothing really interesting at all there for me. We then went down to the side roads to Art Box, which is like a cool shop which had to queue for ages to get into. They do like Puccine and stuff. That's the girl shop, there's not mine. I'm just dad, so I just go there. I think there's like a model shop just down from them. I can't remember the name of it, which really, it's like really cool, really cool model shop. I did actually buy something from it as well. I've got the a Gatchaman keyring. Where did I put it? I don't know. Here's a picture, something I haven't done for a while. There's a picture, when I find it, there's a picture. Then after there we headed back up to, this is a noodle bar we have like a meal in the noodle place. We then went into Game, which is the bottom level of Sports Direct, which my youngest one bought herself Maneater again, because she loves that game. She loves sharks, she's crazy for sharks. And we went into CEX, and I bought some bits in CEX, which is the one off Oxford Street, so it's not the one that's right further down Tottenham Court Road, because that one's always been rubbish and it's such a long walk to get to. So the story behind these two is a guy came in the day before and traded in his complete Nintendo Switch shooters collection, and of course all the most expensive ones were gone, but there was two left which I grabbed. We have Raystorm and Ray Crisis HD collection, and we have the Darius Burst Another Chronicle EX Plus. So really chuffed. The only thing is I had to pay money for these, because basically to fund the Dreamcast stuff, what I did is I put every single CEX voucher I had for sale on the groups, and it's a lot of money, believe me, it was a lot of money, and lucky enough it was a good amount of money, which got me able to buy the Dreamcast set. But it was weird going into CEX and paying full price for stuff with cash. That never happens, but yeah. And so I got them. We then went down to the Disney store, which didn't really look in, and on the way back we went down Regent Street. We didn't even bother looking at Hamleys. Now we went past the Microsoft store. Then went inside the American sweet shop, which we spent an absolute fortune. We all bought a sweet each, and they girls had a drink each. Didn't bother buying a drink. It's like 20 quid. It was crazy. We then went to Trafalgar Square. Had a sit down. Had quite a sit down for a while. It was awesome because you need a half hour relax after doing all that walk. It's like 25,000 plus steps. And then we came home. So that was an awesome day. It was always great days. And do you think I'm done? No, there is one more item. There is one more item. So there's another Switch game I've been after for a while. I've got it on my watch list because I thought it was digital only, and that's Cruis'n Blast. And it's like £40. And it came down offer to 20 for a while back, and I just missed it. And I didn't know it got a kind of physical stroke digital release. So yeah, I picked this up. And the thing about this is it's £12.99 and it's in the buy two for 20 quid. But the thing is, there is no other Switch game in the 2 for 20 quid. That's worth the £7 and a penny you would pay for it. They would just shovelware off, you know, kind of like horse and pet sort of rubbish they used to bring on the DS. Yeah, so I picked that up, really happy, can use the code in a minute. And I just have to say, what an epic, fantastic month it has been. It's been such a long time. It's been a very hard working couple of months for me. And that's how I funded this. And with the sale of CX vouchers for the Dreamcast stuff. I need to give some shout outs to some amazing people. I want to give my friend Joe an awesome shout out for the Sonic the Hedgehog Nintendo Switch pad. That is amazing. My man in Japan, Steve Bailey, for that lot. I'll of course there'll be a link for him down below. The guy on Facebook that was selling that for a tenner, because wow, awesome. Magman Mark for the Riven and the Dreamcast bundle there. The guy from CEX in Canterbury for giving me a heads up on this pad. I'm trying to think. Dunk for the dock for the Switch for upstairs. The guy for the Dreamcast stuff. Thank you very much. That's awesome. I still can't believe I own a complete Dreamcast collection. I mean, even a long time ago when I was big time collecting, I never ever thought I'd get a complete Dreamcast collection, purely because Moho did not want to pay what that went for. I'm so glad I didn't. And yeah, so yes, it has been epic. What have you guys been up to this month? Have you been playing much? What do you think, Tootie? Do you think I did well with the old finishing my Dreamcast collection off? So yeah, it's not much Xbox, just a few Xbox. But no Xbox 360, so OG Xbox. But again, I've got like PS5 and Series X games, so I did get a few newer generation stuff. So yeah, so what I'm going to leave you guys with. So when me and the daughters were in London, we sat down in Trafalgar Square, and I just literally thought, you know what, I'm going to film Trafalgar Square. So I just filmed it for about a minute, maybe 2 minutes or so, just slowly scrolling around Trafalgar Square. So I'm going to leave you guys, after I finish talking, with that little bit of footage. And it's really nice, it's really cool footage. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you all soon.